Let us start with this. Have you ever wondered how possible, and if it is normal for the mother of Promise Aloba, aka Mohbad, who was not physically present when Mohbad was to be buried, but she saw a video where Cynthia Adebanjo threw a white piece of cloth and a black plastic bag full of juju into the coffin, the grave of her son. And she said nothing all this while. She pretended, she acted as if that is normal. I mean, this is a woman who will say, I'm a Christian. She will say, I went to this prayer mountain, I donated 50,000 naira to help ward off the demise of my son. I did this prayer, I did this. My mom is a woman of God. This is not culture. This is not tradition. And don't forget that these things are intertwined. Your religious affiliation determines what you call norm, way of life. This is what we normally do. What we normally do came from either one oracle or something connected to a particular belief or religion, saying if someone passes away and you don't want the spirit of that person to disturb you, then do this. The question is this: why is it that you don't want the spirit of that person to disturb you? If there is anything of such, it's because you are guilty. You are guilty. So, Mohbad's mother that told us that she had left Mohbad's house on Friday because she needed to go to a prayer mountain. All she wanted was money. Money. She said she left. Mohbad went to the show, came back, and on Monday, Mohbad RIP. Did she really leave that house when that thing happened? Was she there? Is she aware of it? Is Adura involved? What are they covering? You will get to hear it all. In fact, you will be shocked at what you're about to hear. So finally, it is out there. Mohbad's mother, her mouth has decided to be opened. In fact, maybe the spirit of Mohbad is the one, or our pressure, that forced her to open her mouth to say the truth of all that happened. Immediately Yomi family swung into this, she became rattled. Yeah, she became rattled. She ended up with, okay, in that case, let us all be dragged to the police station. You know when someone speaks in that way, it's because they know a lot. Let us get right into it.
Because gbogbo wàhálà wà yẹn mo tún jókòó mo ṣe forensic analysis mo wo gbogbo ẹ̀ okay kọ́ bá mi lọ ìyá ẹ̀ ló tún sọ ikọ́ ìtì lọ sí Mohbad ìyá tó fi lè rí ọmọ ẹ̀ tó rí ìyàwó ọmọ ẹ̀ tó ju nǹkan sínú kòtò tó ṣe torí kí ló máa jẹ́ nísìsiyìí tó máa fi dúró tì tó bá jàbúrò ẹ̀ ni ó sì lè bú sọ pé kí ló ṣe báyìí ó sì máa pọ́wọ́ mi tí jọ̀wọ́ mi fi wá fẹ́ mu kọ́ mu ìyẹn omi kò kì í ṣàbúrò mi but it could be even she's part of the one kó jẹ́ pé ìyá tó sọ pé wà bẹ́ẹ̀ Sátidé evidence pokro mbe Saturday now. How come pokro mbe Saturday? I understand. Let's be logical. Things are happening.
See that at the end of the day. You see that at the end of the day.
Boy, yeah. To first sorti I am buso ni yen pe Gba ti ade ma ri pe wàhálà ti pojo ni ko gbo wa. Why to se ni ko ko àwọn. So who is that one person? Who wa nule? I'm still looking at who is that? But yeah, it could be anything. It could be what Jashele, Yaro Dasi. Opportunity. You don't know what is happening. We will start supplying ourselves with the critical thinking. Is either for herself now, is either for herself or for somebody close to her. But ikú tó pa Mohbad kọjá àárín Wunmi Darosha ìyá Mohbad àtàdúrà tẹ́bàdé máa wò òun ló fàtẹ́ pé at the end of the day ẹni pé bàbá yẹn ṣì wò pé àná ẹ̀ tí sọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹni pé àbúrò ẹ̀ náà sáré padà òun náà rẹ́jẹ̀ òun padà so we don't know when she got into the house and went back it could be anything because who is that one person boy yẹn fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ní court ìyá yẹn sáré lọ bẹ̀ ó dẹjọ́ kò lè jẹ́ nítorí àbúrò is either for àbúrò or for herself ó ní kẹ́hìn tó kọ́ yẹn bí sọ pé I must get justice spirit Mohbad ò takú tó bá jẹ́ pé kí ara àtakọ̀ pààyàn ẹlẹ́mìí lè wò báyìí pé kí ọwọ́ òfin bá it could be that he wants us to ayé ilẹ̀ tún ṣe lè fún mi after how many years tẹ́ àbádọ́ ẹ wá dé padà mo tún gbà yín padà so nítorí mo kọrin yẹn oró yẹn ṣì wà nù yín ẹ wá rí opportunity ẹ yanjú mi ó could be that ó lè yẹn tó dẹ̀ ní àárín òun àti Wunmi wọ́n rí pé ọjà yẹn ò sí láàrin òun àti Wunmi kò sí owó o it's not because of money ẹni pàtó òun ló ń tẹ̀lé kiri Wunmi should be there when we were doing the press conference tó bá yẹ pé òótọ́ tó bá yẹ pé kiri because all that request sínú message now so it could be a start that started from her and somebody even so it could be anything you understand but we the public nìkan la lè pursue case yẹn the fact that we are pursuing it to know who paid Mohbad and the person should pay doesn't mean we are after a particular person but that is the way the public have decided this particular death pay is not natural then justice must be served. So eventually tó tọ́ bá ma jáde tá a dúró bá ma sọ̀rọ̀ ẹlòmíì lè yà sọ fọ́sẹ̀ kan tẹ́lòmíì ò bá ṣọ́ra gan á wò pé àṣé nǹkan tí kéèsì fẹ́ mú jáde rè alábàjọ tó ṣe ń da gbogbo òlú láàmú even gan president governor gan máa kọ́kọ́ adjust sí àwọn pé now alábàjọ tí spirit bọ̀bọ̀ ìṣíjà something strange and upset is coming out from this case ó máa ṣọ́ gbogbo wa. But we are just few steps in getting that victory. So tabafi le were united tá jàmọ́ gbogbo àwọn kan tá ti bàjẹ́ díẹ̀ yẹn ọ̀kan ti bàjẹ́ a ṣe lè recover me but we are few steps in 5 days time we have the world press conference 2.0 which of course will shake everywhere because wọ́n bá yẹ pé again àwọn people tún pariwo then kò sí bí IG go ṣe ní react so before the IG says now I can now see that you people mean business. And Toba Wobiti rallying point, Justice for Mohbad, which is on TikTok. Tony pay unity one bed. They will always be scared of our unity. Because you put on a video. I continue to say, yes, oh shele. And ni to de shele loju e ti message me. So Toba padari public itaba dide bó ṣe yẹ ká dìde. Ton gbé àdúrà bó ṣe yẹ kó bá sọ̀rọ̀. Pé okay, again sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹni tó fẹ́ dárúkọ yẹn tí ó wúwo jù fún ni ṣùgbọ́n kò ní choice ó máa padà sọ ó lè bá ogun alẹ́rù ó lè milẹ̀ títì but it's the truth ọmọ yẹn á dẹ̀ lè free so our concern now should be his total freedom torí tí ò bá ṣe pé ẹni yẹn kan àdúrà gbọ̀ngbọ̀ngbọ̀ngbọ̀n wọn ò ní fi èèyàn kéjì àdúrà láti ọdún kan àtàbọ̀ kọ́ dẹ̀ máa fi ṣọ káàkiri kò lè jẹ́ fear ọ̀n tó fẹ́ pa wọ́n ni wọ́n ṣe no ṣáwọn tó fẹ́ pa náà lọ ní kọ́ máa ṣe èèyàn ṣọ́ọ̀dúrà ẹ má gọ́ra yín wọn ò fẹ́ kádúrà ní freedom tó bá fi lè sọ̀rọ̀ fún bàbá ẹ̀ àbẹ́ ní other member of the public ni ẹni tó dẹ̀ súnmọ́ àdúrà gbọ̀ngbọ̀n ló lè máa kéèjì ẹ̀ bẹ́yẹn kò lè jẹ́ ni tó bá jára ta ló pa Mohbad kọ́ tó wá máa fi èèyàn ṣọ káàkiri kò possible the only reason is ẹni tó ní power control ọ̀nà àdúrà tó jẹ́ blood ẹ̀ ló fi èèyàn sí pé ẹ má fún láyé o tó bá ti ráì kọ́ máa bàjẹ́ o nígbà tó rí pé gbogbo ẹ̀ ti fẹ́ yí wọ́n sìn níbi tí wọ́n ti rí pé that's why I said mi ò ní parọ́ what Bukky Jesse posted was very vital nígbà tí yàrá ti wá dẹmọ tó dẹmọ ní press conference yẹn mo ti rí àríṣà mo ní gbogbo body language yẹn mo rí pé ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n mo báyìí pé gbogbo àdúrà tí yàrá pè tí yàrá ṣe yìí kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣé kí n bá yín máa ṣàmì sí ni àbí kí ló and at the end of the day whatever the case may be whoever did it ó ṣì wà lẹ́nu àdúrà ó wà lẹ́nu láti sọ kókò hold up ni kò ṣe pé kò tí ì sọ ó ti chat mi already fídíò yẹn kó mu jáde ó lè má kárí gbogbo tó ṣẹlẹ̀ but ó máa sọ pé ó máa jẹ́ kí ìjọba Èkó láti sọ pé wo bí ìwọ igangan àti ní ẹ̀rí pé wọ́n ló pa èèyàn báyìí but gbogbo story tó dìrọ̀ mọ́ àdúrà ẹ̀ ló máa wá padà ṣe lálàyé wọ́n dẹ̀ ó máa dúró wọ́n ló máa lọ jẹ́ ẹlẹ́rìí fún ìjọba so and that is the way kò dẹ̀ sí bóyá fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ that is the way it's still gonna be except ẹni tí ó kì í ṣara nílé yẹn which is probably Damola and the rest of other people ṣùgbọ́n tí kọ́nu wọn irú àdúrà yìí tó bá ti lè jẹ́wọ́ tó sọ ohun tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn tó kù yẹn the Lord will catch up with them so please let us all come together let's ẹni pé strength yẹn lórí party time lọ tí everybody sọ ẹ bá tìjú pé ẹ ti búyàn rí èmi kọ́ ni mo jẹ́ kó wà báyìí it's still God whether you believe me before or you don't believe me before by now you should understand that this is the power of God when whoever God chooses ẹni tó bá ń wọn Ọlọ́run ló máa yàn torí pé if we go by what has been done to me before naturally I shouldn't be the one that will be at the forefront at this stage if you guys àti kọ́sí pàǹtí àárín kankan and the lawyer will tell you why it's going to be waste of time waiting on pàǹtí after wá tètè tó bá ti decide na pa fẹ́ ṣe kankan but with the whole body language n tó ń ṣe ẹ ti mọ̀ pé they are likely not to do anything against what the commissioner of police is doing so we are not going to fault the police in the Lagos State Command or attack them we just go to their superior complain that this thing torí bó ṣe ń lọ ya àfẹ́ kọ́ bá wa gbégbá bíi wọ́n dẹ̀ gbégbá bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn ò ní lè pè wọ́n pé káwọn ọ̀gá wọn má fọwọ́ kàn they can't call their ọ̀gá to say don't look into that case no immediately we write all we will just do is by the time we're going to write where they are going to write the team that will be investigating lawyer ní máa sọ síta until tó bá ti act that real results so tabari funds yẹn we will do that tabari bá ṣe máa rojọ́ everyday ń bì lélẹ̀ àwọn náà máa galivanti and while the time is going wọ́n tún wá nǹkan kan sàṣìwà láàrin tó bá tútù pẹ́ jù náà unity wa ẹ̀mọ̀ kó ti strong dáadáa unity time peace time sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ sìn ẹ̀mọ̀ kó ti strong dáadáa tá a bá tètè fi action sí kárí tó bá tún sọ̀ nǹkan sí wa láàrin ẹni tó bá tún ó lè jẹ́ onílé gan ni ó tún máa mú lẹ́lẹ́kejì akọ́tùmọ́rọ̀ kan jáde ní gbìrì wàhálà tún bẹ́lẹ̀ àtúbẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rán yẹn tọ́lọ́n bá rí pé you are abroad ẹni tó lè máa deliver Calvary ó gbọ́dọ̀ wà nílé and he also has an NGO tó bá lè rí pé kò dẹ́ gbé mo á jí lára idea anybody I came up with a fresh idea a different angle so there is no need for animosity everybody should just shit their sword and let's just follow peace because idea that in lò lọ but why is I love you hijack nítorí popular no mi gbọ́ pé anybody lọ ń wá CCTV tẹ́lẹ̀ mi gbọ́ pé anybody ń wá witness tẹ́lẹ̀ so that's I just brought in so everybody come understand pé mi ò ní anybody sínú and I don't want anybody I'm not stopping anybody from growing. iṣẹ́ wa nìyẹn òun lè ṣe máa rí pé ọmọ tó bá mú wọ industry tó bá rí miss kò fẹ́ ṣe sà fún ẹ mọ́ kò fẹ́ jẹ́ kó tó bá débi tó ń wà kó máa sọ pé ọ̀gá ẹ̀ ló ń bọ̀ yẹn tó bá rí n tó lè fi gbà lórúkọ jẹ́ ó máa ṣe ó fẹ́ máa rìn freely lè ṣe máa rí pé majority tó bá ní how did it start with you it's just by the grace of God kò ní sọ pé mo máa lọ tó báyìí ọ̀kan báyìí mo máa bẹ̀sẹ̀ báyìí ẹni ẹ ló fún so ó pẹ̀lú kan tẹ́gùn fi wà ègún díẹ̀ fi wà ní tíátà àwọn industry tí wọ́n bá mọ̀ọ́re ẹ wo music industry àwọn ọmọ yẹn máa ń pay homage ẹ wo Wizkid tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí kọrin wọ́n ná mi lówó Mr. Bangi Mr. Wellington ó pay homage ẹ wo Àṣàkẹ́ ẹ mú gan ẹ wo Zazu n tó fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó gbà fún bi tó bá dìde ó ní okòlì wèrè olórin kò bá gidi international promoter ó pọ̀ àwọn yẹn lé èyí tó bá ṣe lẹ́yìn yẹn ló bí ìfìlì èyí tó ti ṣe láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni pé ibi tí mo bá gòkèrè ó gbé òun náà ó pè homage bọ́ inú tíátà wa ibi tó bá gòkè ibẹ̀ ló máa ń kọ́ afọbajẹ lọ́ta ọba òun ló ṣe yí pé ẹ lè rí talent púpọ̀ kó dìde mọ́sìn because the culture of putting your platform down kò fi build yàn tó bá ṣe ayé social media ni ẹni tó ń build yẹn ló máa lọ create fake account ló máa fi ba ọ̀gá yẹn jẹ́ torí pé kò fẹ́ dé location kó dìde tọ́gà yẹn bá dé pàápàá àwọn tó jóbìnrin àwọn tó gbọ́ àwájú tó jọ ọ̀gá tèmi wọ́n máa pè wá ní pé rọra ṣoore fóbìnrin ní ìṣe tíátà yìí o ò lè rí nǹkan mú bọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ o hardly you will never gain anything so àwọn òótọ́ yẹn lè máa bá lẹ́nu èmi and that is the truth tó bá ṣe ọkọ̀ waste time ara ẹni gbogbo problem tó máa ní ibẹ̀ ló máa ti rí wọn ò ní fẹ́ ìgbéraga ẹ mọ̀ pé fẹ́ẹ̀mù le gan ṣá ẹ mọ̀ kó tó ń pè ní òkìkí ni so n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ọ̀ngọ́ nìyẹn but whatever the case may be let's keep learning and let's keep giving peace which I have just done. I can't claim to be an activist, an ambassador of human rights, and don't give peace a chance. I'll be failing because wọn ò ní bú mi wọn ò ní attack mi ẹ̀rọ ni Mandela àwọn tó fi sẹ́wọ̀n 27 years nígbà tó máa sọ pé kí wọ́n fẹ́ filẹ̀ wọ́n sáwò wọ́n rí pé kò ní bínú mọ́ and when people see that you are not a threat to them they will embrace you.
ló pàwọ́ náà ìwo lórí burúkú ọmọ ẹ̀sìn ọmọ àdánù ọmọ àbí ìpabẹ́ sọmọ ni wọ́ọ̀yì ẹni bá bírú ẹ lọ́mọ ń tọ̀hún ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ bí àgàn ló ń tọ̀hún olórí burúkú ìwọ ọmọ òfò wọ́n pariwo husband of your youth látijọ́ tó ti kú over 1 year ní ìsan lórí burúkú jọ́wọ́ ló fi jáde wípé o fẹ́ justice fọ́kọ rẹ̀ sápá yẹn a máa wá justice ni ṣebí wọ́n ló pa olórí burúkú ọmọ òfò ọmọ ránù ìwọ ló pa Wunmi ìwọ ló pa Mohbad kò sẹ́ni tó lè bá mi sọ oyún inú gan mọ̀ wípé ìwọ ló pa Mohbad fẹsẹ̀ ara ẹ̀rìn wọlé ẹ̀jọ́ jáde padà láàyè mọ́ ìwọ lórí burúkú apààyàn ní ọ Wunmi apààyàn ní ọ ikú òjijì yóò sọpọ̀ ní ọ̀pọ̀ ọmọ tó gbé dání yóò pa bàbá Liam ìwọ lórí burúkú ọmọ òfò ọmọ ara rẹ̀ yìí jáde síta wá sọ̀rọ̀ ikú tó fi pa Mohbad olórí burúkú láti obi over 1 year ó ń parọ́ fúnrọ́ ni bọ́ ṣe ń parọ́ kan lẹ́ tó ń pa mí olórí burúkú yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ti ṣe ń parọ́ náà làṣírí yín ń tú ẹ ṣoògùn náà kò bọ̀ abẹ́ ṣe ń ṣoògùn tó àṣírí yín náà padà ń tú náà ni ìtẹ́ ń bò ìdí rẹ̀ ń síta Wunmi ìtẹ́ ń bò ìdí rẹ̀ síta èmi sì mọ̀ pé ìwọ kọ́ ni ó ń protect o Wunmi torí bàbá Liam mo fẹ́ ká yé mẹ́ni tí bàbá Liam jẹ́ wọn ò fẹ́ já mẹ́ni tó bí Liam ìdí àṣírí yín sì ti tú àti mẹ́ni ó ní Liam ojú orí kan gbá àti mẹ́ni ó ní Liam èso ọmọ Mohbad Liam èso ọmọ alọ́ba Wunmi olórí burúkú gbọ́mọ lọ fọ́lọ́mọ àti mọ̀ pé wọ́kọ́ ni ń protect Liam ni ń protect Liam wọn ò fẹ́ káṣírí ẹni tó ní ó tú àṣírí yín dẹ̀ ti tú àṣírí yín ti tú fúnra yín ti wá ń ta Wunmi ìwọ ló pa Mohbad ó wá ń poríṣiríṣi rọ́ ó ń parọ́ ó láwọn kan náà pa o bàbá ọmọ ló pa o ẹnìkan ló pa Wunmi sáyẹ fẹ́ bàjẹ́ ó fẹ́ ṣòfò ni so ó fẹ́ ṣòfò ní so Dubai náà lọ ní tó ń da gbogbo Nàìjíríà lá tó ń da gbogbo all over the world.
Nuggets of advice moving forward now that we've been able to overcome the distraction of division. How do we now forge ahead?
Distraction of division. I love that language.
Yes. How do we now forge ahead? You see,
we're going to be forging ahead with our voice. Our voice is
just
them.
give me a few minutes just to list out.
Ask you a question.
No. It's a rhetorical.
I got
question.
you now. Don't worry. I got you. Go on.
Okay. So, number one nugget that the advice I'm going to give you, the very first one is, yes.
All of us, it's not me.
Okay, everybody, do not trust anybody but yourself, because you know yourself. You don't know the other person, and from experience now we know that enemies have been planted in our midst, disguising as friends. You understand? So. And the friend that you see as a friend, who is actually an enemy, is wiser than you, because you are not aware of their intentions. So the number one strategy is, yes, let all of us synergize our ideas together, not come into like a joint venture where we're all working as one. Why is that? It is because, yes, all of us can be working for justice for Mohbad, but everybody is different. Our characters are different. Our ideas, the way we are going to work for it is different. So we're not working to, well, sorry? Ojo Ojani, we're all working towards the same goal, but let everybody be themselves. Let us all focus on the same goal, but in our own individual houses, if you see what I mean. That is my first advice.
Thank you, Lidon. Yeah, synergize ideas, but
Yes, don't lose
question.
yourself.
Yomi,
I don't know anybody.
Yomi,
Huh?
you are good to go. The Lord will
Thank you so
follow
much.
you. The Lord
Thank
will
you
be
so
with
much.
you.
Because we need.
Thank you. God bless.
Eléyìí tá a fẹ́ ṣe yìí, kí n má parọ́, bí ó máa lọ bí times 3 or times 4 ìtàṣe lálàkọ́. And our message must be clear. I gbọ́dọ̀ ní time láti pass message here. Because
Exactly.
the second one, media tó láwọn bọ̀ tiẹ̀ pọ̀ ju tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ. Then ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì, eléyìí máa fa gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ alágbára lórí pé ẹ má jẹ́ kó wá bọ́ sísọ lẹ́nu o. These
And
people,
again,
wọ́n lágbẹ̀dẹ̀ wọn tó ń
I
lu
want to
ilé
chip
lójú
one
point.
thing. I want to chip one thing.
Okay.
Is there any way you can broadcast it straight on your page on TikTok? As the conference is going on, we're seeing everything live.
Tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Mohbad àbí tí wọ́n fẹnu sọ pé ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Mohbad tí àdúrà bá tó bá yẹ pé àdúrà tó fẹnu sọ pé nǹkan báyìí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tí ọ̀dẹ̀ charge ẹni tó ṣe yẹn sí court tí toxicology bá padà jáde tó bá jọ the same thing àràkún laṣọ gbági that is what they call beyond reasonable doubt. That is the judge will say gbogbo nǹkan lẹ kó wá tẹ́ fi convince mi pé ẹni gangan ló pa ẹni yẹn. So nídìí èyí prosecution, you have done a good job, and that's way we're going to be sentencing this person for taking Mohbad's life, and then there will be peace and there will be tranquility because justice would have been served then. Justice is important, and that is why we're all clamoring for it. All right, let me bring on 2 more persons before we call it a day, because it's going to be past 11, few minutes to
Guilt, greed. That is all that we saw during that press conference on the faces of Mohbad's mother and Adura. Some interpreted Adura's facial expression, body language, as shyness. Some said, that is his character, that is his behavior, that is the personality of Adura. He's not that kind of loud person. They said, Adura is not really that kind of outspoken person. They said, oh, he's a conservatist. They said a lot of things. But there is something that struck me hard. Whilst all the shout and the talk and everything that happened and all of what he displayed, there is something that Adora did. When they all came out together, his mother, everybody came out, Adora returned back into the hall. He was being asked to tender, to give the video that he has, and to also open up. The pressure is too much. Open up and forget about this. How dumb can you be? Mohbad's mother is a terrible woman, and we all know this. She said it, she gave us the part that we needed to conclude upon. She said, it's not your fault. My son was simply using it to make money. Referring to the song of 10 years, I know, see mommy, daddy, I am sorry. She needed to pay Mohbad back in her coin. How? In his coin, I mean. How? To her, how can Mohbad listen to his father? Mohbad saw me, treated me in a bad way. I had to go through Cynthia. I had to beg Cynthia. I had to kneel. Like literally, she knelt down to beg Cynthia. Cynthia, please help me work on your husband to embrace me. I am suffering. So, is that the reason why she decided to pitch tent with Cynthia against the justice? What she's interested in right now is simple. I want to inherit Mohbad, and I don't mind if part of it is coming to me and the other part is going to Cynthia and that child, regardless if that child belongs to Mohbad or not. She even spoke about adoption. Why can't we just forget about this thing and just talk about adoption? Recall when she was screaming, she said the police had told her, the government had told her that Mohbad should be buried. And she's asking, requesting the support of the public, the same public that she's insulting, the same public that she's saying we are just here to make money from her son, that she is the only one that has the right to make money, not any other person. It's all about greed, greed, greed. She said we should help her to bury her son. Please, please, this is what Adura wants. I've been having sleepless nights. Everywhere, sounds that are strange. I want to bury my son. That's what she said. I want to bury Adura. I want to bury Mohbad, sorry. Mohbad, please, let's bury you. Adura, you will not RIP. I will stand by you. She kept on and on. And I'm like, what is this guy doing with them? This guy called King something, White. What's he doing around them 24 hours, running around them? What is this thing? Who called him into it? Who is paying him? Who is sponsoring him? We've not even seen the dirty card that he handed over to Mohbad's mother. We've not seen it recently or lately. It's a sad, sad situation. It is... Well, Yomi Fabi has expatiated on it. You know, at times when things happen, you unconsciously record it. And later, when you begin to process it, it begins to make sense to you. And these are some of the things that he's saying. Like, it got to a time after the press conference, I started recollecting body language, utterances of this woman. And I said to myself, the demise of Mohbad is between the mystery of it and whatever it is that happened is between 4 people. They know. I'm not even talking about the extra 14 people in that house. There are 2 major people in control of it. Adura, Mohbad's younger brother. Darusha, Mohbad's so-called uncle. Younger brother to Mohbad's brother. And of course, Mohbad's mother. And the head of it, the center of it, Cynthia Omonwuwo Adebanjo. They know. And this is what Yomi Fabi is confirming. He said these people, they know. And we also heard that they've already had their private meeting where they talked about sharing formula. The oath and the money. The cover-up. Cynthia requested for one thing. This child is Mohbad's son. Let's keep it that way. That's it. Let's keep it that way. Okay. One thing you need to do for us, we will keep it that way. We will not betray you. But I don't want Mohbad's father to get a penny. So since everything is coming into your direction, you have to give. That's why she said, Cynthia, I have not betrayed you. Don't betray me. Simple as ABC. Don't betray me. This money will be coming to you. We are requesting for 50%. Let's share it half and half. That's how it's going to be. And Adura will step into the shoes of his brother. You need to see the facial expression of Adura, his body language, guilt. He wants to just open up like, this thing happened, that happened, this happened. Let's just end it. They let my brother get justice. It's quite unfortunate. So unfortunate. So unfortunate. Well, we all have concluded that she knows about it. She is involved in everything. Maybe one or two things might be hidden from her. But at this point, I think she also would have asked questions. That's why Shekpeteri rushed with Cynthia and this king rubbish to go and beg Mohbad's mother when they had the clash. The clash came from the sale of certain things in Mohbad's house. Cynthia, of course, being a rubbish girl, started talking, saying Mohbad's mother should never have done what she did. She did. And she spoke to Mohbad's mother, rubbished her. And they gathered together to quickly go and beg Mohbad's mother because they know if this woman open up, if Adura join father together, that will be the end of Cynthia. They know.